Hello, welcome new parents for Texoma Upward Bound. My name is Jennifer Davis, and I'm the director of Texoma Upward Bound, and our office is housed at Southeastern Oklahoma State University in Durant, Oklahoma, but we work specifically with Denison and Sherman High School students. And we don't recruit for Southeastern. We help your students go to wherever it is that they'd like to go after they graduate high school. So a little bit about myself. I grew up in a low-income household and was a first-generation college student myself. And I ended up going to Oklahoma Baptist University, and I got a bachelor's degree in music education. So I went on to teach music education in a small rural town in Northwest Oklahoma for 10 years. And I really enjoyed that. However, I was diagnosed with lupus and needed a kidney transplant because of the lupus. So I ended up moving to Norman, Oklahoma, and I started going to school to get my master's degree because I knew I wasn't going to continue to be able to teach band and choir with my health issues I had at the time. And I got my master's degree from OU in ethnomusicology, which is the study of world music and popular music. And I went on to teach at Oklahoma City University for about 3 years before I had to stop because my kidneys had gotten worse. So I moved to Meade, Oklahoma. And anyway, got on the transplant list, got my new kidney, yay. And then whenever I started to look for a job, I saw there was an opening in Upward Bound. And so I started as an academic advisor at this job. And I did that for a while and then was promoted to assistant director, did that job for a while, and now I am the director. And I enjoy it so much. It's all the things I love about teaching, getting to spend time with students and invest in their lives and help them with whatever they need help with. And I love getting to take them on trips to visit colleges and go to museums and all kinds of things like that. And then, of course, I also do a lot of office work too in my role. And in a moment, you're going to meet Ashley Howard. She is our academic advisor. She's the one that will be in the schools every week, meeting with the students. And I go in and see the students once a week. And I'm also at all of the events. So that's a little bit about me. And the next thing I'd like to do is share my screen with you. And so this is basically what's in their new student handbook. That way you'll know a little bit more about what we do in the program. So first of all, our contact information is here. And I assume you're watching this video from YouTube. It's going to be up there all the time if you need to refer back to it to get a hold of myself or Ashley. And you can contact us anytime you need to. So for those of you that may not know, what is Upward Bound? We assist high school students in achieving their high school and college goals. Our focus is to help students perform better academically, emotionally, and socially. Our goal is to help them get to wherever it is they want to go after college. After high school, whether that be a 4-year university, a 2-year college, a vocational or technical school. We do this by offering tutoring, weekly meetings at school, Saturday, fall and winter meetings, summer activities, and overnight trips. Now, when your students are with us at any type of activity, we do ask that they maintain a certain level of behavior. They must exhibit excellent conduct at everything that we go to, no excessive PDA, no theft, vandalism, profanity, illegal drugs, tobacco products, et cetera, et cetera. You can see that list on your screen. Just a reminder to not play with the elevators. A lot of ours here on campus are old and will quit working if you play with them. We're running inside buildings when we're on a college campus. And during the summer residential weeks and on trips, no throwing objects from windows or balconies. And if students do not follow some of these rules, especially if it's habitually, we may take their stipend away. So a stipend is just the earned money that is given to students based on their attendance and participation at all Upward Bound meetings and events. So the students are allowed to earn up to $40 per month, August through May, and students are allowed to earn up to $60 per month during June and July. And that amount is set by the federal grant comptroller. It's raised in June and July because we have so many more activities during those 2 months. And the stipends are dispersed as checks to the students. We are looking into using debit cards in the future, but the wheel turns slowly at a large university, so it may be a while before we get there. Transportation. So during the school year, we'll always provide transportation to events. And during the summer, all trips outside of Denison and Sherman will provide transportation. Our pickup and drop off is always at the Quick Trip on North Highway 75 across from Texoma Medical Center. And events that take place during the summer in Denison or Sherman, we may not provide transportation. For instance, if we have an event at Grayson College. However, if anytime a student needs a ride, they should let their advisor know and we'll give them a ride. For instance, I mentioned tutoring earlier. We usually don't offer the tutoring during school. It's usually after school, and we can give them a ride to tutoring if they need a ride to tutoring. We try to do that at Denison and Sherman Public Libraries when we can. We have a math tutor on staff, and then Ashley and myself can help the students with English language arts, social studies, and Ashley can help them with Spanish 1. And we are currently looking for a chemistry tutor as well. The students are not permitted to drive themselves to events unless they have a valid driver's license and a signed permission form from their legal parent or guardian. We do have a dress code. Shorts have to have at least a 5-inch inseam. Tank tops need a 3-inch wide strap at least. No midriff showing. Swimwear has to cover all private areas, and no clothing with profane words or gestures or advertising substances we don't allow at our events. So basic other information, students may check out a Microsoft Surface laptop if they need one for schoolwork, for Upward Bound assignments, scholarships, or college applications. And they can use that during the school year and in the summer. So the summer calendar of events is released late April, early May, and we ask you to let us know which events the students are attending as soon as the calendar comes out so that we can purchase tickets and supplies. A lot of the things that we do with the students require advanced planning. You can contact us, like I said earlier, anytime, but if it is after 9 p.m., you may not receive a response until the next business day. However, we usually answer pretty quickly unless we're busy at work or busy with family outside of work, especially if we're preparing to go on a trip. We're going to be listening for the phone, especially like the night before a trip in case people have last minute questions. All Upward Bound activities, except for school meetings, we provide food, drinks, and snacks all the time. We want to make sure the students, when they're with us, they've always got something to eat and to drink. And when we go on trips, all meals, hotel, and entrance fees are paid for by Upward Bound. So your students shouldn't ever have to bring any money unless they want to bring some spending money for souvenirs and things like that. So what is TRIO? You may hear the word TRIO accompanied by Upward Bound. So I wanted to just quickly tell you what that word is. The TRIO programs began in 1964 as part of the Economic Opportunity Act, and Upward Bound is the first TRIO program. There are now 964 different Upward Bound programs operating across the nation. And since then, there has been 7 other TRIO programs created for a variety of different types of students from elementary to adult, and also training. So at first there were just 3 programs, and that's why it was called TRIO. But then as they added other programs, they just kept the name. So when you hear the word TRIO, you are part of that because your student is an Upward Bound. And you'll often hear people saying TRIO works. And that's because if we can give students a pathway for success, it works. And in case you know of anyone, we are still accepting applications. We have just 2 or 3 spots left, but if you know a freshman, sophomore, or junior who could benefit from Upward Bound, they can apply by filling out a job form. There are QR codes right there. You could take a picture of it probably or just hold your phone up. It'll take you to the website. Fill the job form out, and then we'll be in contact with them to give them more information. Or upcoming schedule of activities. The new student meeting, that's the big thing for new students. It is Saturday, January 13th from 9:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. That means they have to be at Quick Trip at 9:30 a.m. and then they'll be back at Quick Trip at 7:30 p.m. Of course, as that date grows closer, you will get a very detailed agenda so that you'll know exactly what's happening that day. But basically, the students are going to be brought to Southeastern campus. We'll have an orientation meeting where we'll go through the new student handbook and answer any of their questions. We'll play a bunch of get to know you games so we can all get to know each other, learn each other's names and different things about each other. And then we'll take them on a tour of the Southeastern campus. We'll eat lunch in the Southeastern cafeteria, and then we're also going to attend a boys basketball game that's happening that day. It starts at 3 p.m. and that hopefully will be really fun for them, and they'll get a taste of what it's like to be on a college campus. So that's the first activity that your student should come to. And if for some reason they can't come to that meeting, make sure they let us know, because we want to make sure they have that information. It's just really important. It's good for them to be able to meet all of the other students. Like I said, we serve both Denison and Sherman high schools, so they'll get to meet some students from the other school as well. And then we have a spring break trip to Oklahoma City, Sunday, March 10th through Tuesday, March 13th. Whenever we take our spring break trips, we don't ever do the entire week. We usually just do 3 days, 2 to 3 days. That way the students still get to enjoy their break. Our longer trip is always in the summertime. So we already have an agenda for this. You can see the list on your screen. We're going to tour University of Oklahoma. We're going to tour Langston University. We're going to go to 2 different museums, a whodunit murder mystery dinner, and a Thunder basketball game. And that's usually what happens on our trips. We try to go visit as many college campuses as there are in the area and find out about those schools for the students. We try to go visit museums in the area, let the students learn a little bit about culture and whatever else they have to offer. And then we also like to take them to a fun thing. But even when we do the fun things, we like to let them learn a few things. Like at the Thunder basketball game, we're going to get a pregame tour of the facilities, and they're going to talk to us about all of the career opportunities associated with professional sports besides the athletes themselves, like photographers, managers, announcers, all kinds of different things, trainers too. So all right. And then if you haven't got your parent pack turned in yet, we really are trying hard to get those turned in by December the 5th. So if you haven't turned it in yet, please make sure to get it in by then. And if you're having trouble getting your pages notarized, I can meet you wherever you like, and I can notarize those for you because I am a notary. So just let me know. And then if you need to order a new Social Security card for your student and need help, we do have that information as well. Just let us know. Let you meet Ashley Howard, and she's going to tell you a little bit about herself. And again, like I said, if you have any questions, comments, just want to talk to us, feel free to call, text, or email us anytime. Thanks.
Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Ashley Howard and I'm the academic advisor for the Texoma Upward Bound program. I am originally from Bottom, Texas, and moved to Durant, Oklahoma to attend Southeastern right out of high school. I come from a low income, a divorced and a first generation college student home. So it was really up to me to get myself to college and apply for the scholarships and the grants and things like that. I actually graduated with my bachelor's in psychology in 2012, and I ended up having several challenges that I faced, but I was able to get my degree. And if it wasn't for my academic advisor that I had throughout college, I did not have one in high school, but throughout college, I wouldn't have been able to accomplish what I was able to. Always wanted to do something that was helping others, but wasn't ever sure exactly what I wanted to do when I chose psychology. So I've had a few different jobs that I've been able to help others in. I started working here in June this past summer, and I really enjoy it. It's been my favorite thing so far to do. It doesn't really feel like work. I get to be with your students and enjoy get to knowing them and helping them with tutoring and things that they need. A little more about me. I met my husband when I went to Southeastern. We were RAs together in the dorms, and we have been married for 6 years now, and we have 3 children together, 3 little boys. There are 2, 5 and 6, and their names are Ashton, Aiden, and Andrew. And we have a dog that's 11 years old. She's a tweenie, and a little cat. And then we just now adopted a new little Schnauzer puppy. So we've been busy, but it's nice to talk to you all. I look forward to getting to know you all better. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at any time. Thank you so much and have a good day.